What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Enclave. Today will be the first episode in a what-if storyline where Grand Admiral Thrawn and the Yuuzhan Vong together threaten the galaxy shortly after peace is established with the fall of the Empire. Now, to start this alternative plot, we'll need to go back to the conclusion of the Rebels animated series. And spoilers if you have not watched the show yet, which I recommend doing, it's pretty great. But towards the end of the series, during the liberation of Lothal, a group of space whales called Purrgil, who have the ability to travel through hyperspace, are called on by Jedi Ezra Bridger to take Thrawn's ship to another galaxy, effectively saving the planet. Now, in the Ahsoka series, we learned that the Purrgil took Ezra and Thrawn to an extragalactic planet called Peridia. But what if they took them to a different galaxy? One where they are quickly discovered by the Yuuzhan Vong, a ruthless race of nomadic warriors whose entire species have been cut off from the Force. With that context, let's begin. After being stranded by the Purrgil, Thrawn's ship, the Chimera, drifts helplessly through unknown space. Before long, his ship is discovered by the Yuuzhan Vong and a fleet of their organic ships, who capture and board the vessel. It is during this initial encounter that Ezra learns he is unable to sense the Vong through the Force, and, stunningly, his Force powers do not affect them either. This allows the Vong warriors to surprise the young Jedi in battle, as he is unable to predict their attacks and movements. The Vong then easily overtake the rest of the crew on board, including Thrawn. Since the Chimera is unlike any ship the Vong have encountered in their galaxy, they notify their supreme overlord and leader of the Yuuzhan Vong, Shimra. Intrigued by their findings, he orders their new prisoners be tortured for information and then brought on board their world ship to be put to work as slaves. Time skip ahead and back in our galaxy far, far away. It's been 12 years since the death and defeat of the evil Emperor Palpatine. Coruscant has been re-established as the capital of the burgeoning New Republic, and Leia Organa, now an esteemed senator, has been instrumental in ensuring a peaceful transition for the new coalition of planets and star systems. Her husband, General Han Solo, is currently off with Chewbacca to get back his ship, the Millennium Falcon, which has been stolen by Bib Fortuna, who is now a crime boss after the death of Jabba the Hutt. Han and Chewie are able to track the Falcon to Nar Shaddaa, a moon in the Outer Rim that is a hotbed for the criminal underground. Han learns his ship is being held in a docking bay and is being heavily guarded by a squad of HK assassin droids. Concerned, Han and Chewbacca try coming up with a plan to take back the Falcon when they are interrupted by a hooded stranger who overhears them. The stranger offers to help them get back the Millennium Falcon, but only if he can catch a ride immediately afterwards to anywhere he needs to go. It took Han and Chewie a long time to track the Falcon here, and not wanting to risk losing it again, they both reluctantly agreed to the offer. As they make their way to the docking bay housing their ship, the three allies ready themselves for the coming battle before entering the bay. Never wanting to waste the element of surprise, Han opens fire on the HK droids, immediately taking one of them out. The remaining droids return fire and the two sides trade shots in a fury of blaster bolts. As the shootout continues, Han watches in horror as an HK droid throws a thermal detonator towards his Wookiee friend. However, the grenade halts in midair and begins flying back towards the assassin droid, the explosion vaporizing it. Han then watches the hooded stranger step out from behind his cover and rush the remaining droids with surprising speed. Skillfully avoiding their attacks, the stranger dispatches of all the remaining enemies without even physically touching them. Now Han has flown from one side of the galaxy to the other and has seen a lot of strange stuff, but he instantly recognized this man as a Force user. Han bluntly asks for the stranger to identify himself, and the stranger complies. Removing his hood, the man has long hair, a beard, and appears to be in his mid-30s. Assessing Han and Chewie for a moment, the stranger replies, "My name is Ezra Bridger, and I must get to Lothal as soon as possible." Well, that's it for episode 1. Part 2 is coming soon. I'm still working on the video, though I have the entire plot planned out, where we'll go into how Ezra escaped after so many years, as well as the galactic threat posed by the Yuuzhan Vong and Grand Admiral Thrawn. But if you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see how the storyline pans out, go ahead and hit like and subscribe, and may the Force be with us in the next video.